Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to train calisthenics. If you don't know what that is, it's bodyweight exercises to do certain things like a muscle up, an elbow lever, all sorts of kind of cool fancy tricks. So you can do this literally anywhere. You can do them at home, in the gym, at a park if you want. Anywhere, bro, just anywhere. So let's just get started. So firstly, I'll start off with some cardio, because it can burn fat and it can expand your lung capacity and lower your stress, all sorts of the good things. This doesn't have to be walking, it can be running, and it can even be on the bikes or the machines in the back if you can see them, or like the Stairmaster. Next, I'll do some stretches. Stretching is very, very important in calisthenics because your body is demanding a lot of free movement and flexibility, so you really gotta stretch. So I'm doing some shoulder dislocations just to make my shoulders a whole lot more flexible, easy to move, all sorts of stuff. And next I'll be doing back twists just to stretch out my back because it's once again pretty demanding, and also the arm holds just to let my biceps and triceps get all stretched out. Another thing is the wrist rotations. It's very, very useful because when you're pressing against the ground, like push-ups and dips and all sorts of stuff like that, it can do a big number on your wrists. And yeah, be sure to just go left and right. You're gonna do it equally, and yeah. Now, most common exercise is push-ups. What you want to do is you want to have your hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart, and you want to form a straight line from head to feet and brace your abdomen, and lower yourself as deep as you can while inhaling, and then push back up while exhaling, and then just repeat for reps. And this will work your chest, your front deltoids, and your triceps. When you get really good at push-ups, you can start doing one-arm push-ups like I'm doing here. It's more just a challenge. It doesn't really do anything different. It's just, I don't know, something fun to do. And you can also think of it as a milestone. Now, with the decline push-up, it's the same thing. Hands wider than shoulder width apart. You place your feet on top of the box and you just lower yourself. All the same things. It's just not a hole, but it's quite harder because you're elevated and you're pushing down on more of your body. So it just gives more of a challenge. But if those are too hard for you, just do incline push-ups. It's like wall push-ups, but a little bit more challenging, but not as hard as decline and the regular. So it's kind of like a chart. You go from wall to incline to push-up to decline to one arm and all sorts of kind of things like that. Now, pipe push-ups, it's kind of like an overhead press, but for calisthenics. You want to start in a kind of downward dog position with straight arms and straight legs. And with your head in line with your arms and heels slightly raised off the ground, you slowly bend your elbows as you lower your upper body into a push-up. And then once your head is hovering over the ground, just push back up. Now, with the tricep dip, you want to grab the dip station about shoulder width apart and jump into the same position or climb into it. And then lower yourself with control until your shoulders are below your elbow or as comfortable as you can go, as deep. And then just reverse the motion. And this can work your chest and your triceps, so it's a really good chest and tricep exercise. Now the pull-up. This works your lats, biceps, rear deltoids, forearm flexors, and rotator cuffs, all sorts of things. And you want to grip the bar with palms facing away from you, slightly wider than shoulder width apart. You want to keep your chest up and look up at the bar and just inhale and pull yourself up until your chin is over the bar, and then just exhale and lower. Now the TRX pull-ups, it's pretty much just an easier variation of the pull-up. You want to grab it until you can see yourself almost laying on the floor, and then just to do the pull-up motion. And it works the same things like your bicep, rear delt, lats, all sorts of things. So it's actually really good if you can't do a proper pull-up. Now the chin-ups, it works the lats and the biceps and rear delts and all sorts of things. So you want to grip the bar with a supinated grip so the palm's facing you, about shoulder width apart, and keep your chest up like a regular pull-up. And inhale and pull yourself up until your chin is over the bar, and then lower with control. Now the human pullover will work your lats and a little bit of your chest. So you want to lie down and have your arms in a bar that's stuck to the ground, and pull yourself, drive your arms don't use your abs and like use your arms to pull your whole body weight up, and then just reverse the motion. This can train your abs if you do it like incorrectly, because it's mainly supposed to go through the lats. Alright, so with the lying leg raise, it works your abs and your hip flexors, as you already know. And you lie down with your back on the floor and your arms underneath you or on your side. And then with straight legs, lift your legs until they are pointing straight up, and then lower just back down with control. Now with the squat, there's not much to say. You just need to bend forward and keep your back straight and neutral. And yep, just bring yourself down. And you can also do some jumping ones for like plyometrics, just to get yourself more vertical. Now the Bulgarian split squat works your quads, your glutes and your adductors. So you want to stand with your back turned against the bench, which should be about knee height, and you stand about one long step in front of the bench, and then you place one foot on the bench behind you and look forward and just squat down with control, and then reverse the motion back up. Now with the Nordic or hamstring curls, whatever you want to call them, you want to hook your heels under a sturdy object or have a friend or someone hold them, and then you want to kneel down on something padded and start with your body upright, and then lean forward while keeping your hips and back straight, and then use your hamstrings to slowly let your body descend to the floor, and then be prepared to catch yourself when your hamstrings like give out or fail or whatever you want to say, and then push yourself right back up into the motion and just repeat. Now with the wall handstand, this is just in case you can't do an actual handstand. Just grip the ground with your hands and rotate your shoulders outward to engage your lats, and pre-tense your shoulders and hips while engaging your core. And as you walk up the wall, walk your hands towards the wall and continue to walk up the wall until your legs are straight and your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, and just hold there. And that concludes our calisthenics workout. Just be sure to stretch, because this is a very demanding genre of exercise and it can do a lot of numbers on your joints and all that, so just watch out for that. Yeah, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and hope you use it in the future. I'll be posting other videos like plyometrics and some other stuff, so stay tuned for that. Make yourself 1% better every day, and I'll see you next time.